Welcome. I assume you're watching this video because we've invited you to come and play some Crokinole with us. Crokinole this is a Crokinole board right here. It's a disc flicking dexterity game. It originated in Canada in the 1800s. And it's like a tabletop version of the greatest Olympic sport, which is curling, as everyone knows. So, it can be played with anywhere from 2 to 4 players, always with 2 teams, because we only have 2 different colors of discs. Okay. Each player or team will be one of the colors in order to begin play. And what we do to determine who goes first, well, you each select a color, and then you mix up the discs, and then the opponent will choose one of the discs, and then that's the color that will begin. So white will begin this game. So the game is played in turn order, shooting your discs from this shooting line, and it has to be within your designated quadrant. So this is my shooting quadrant. That's what these little lines are here. And I can go as far as to 1/2 of that quadrant, keeping at least part of my gluteus maximus on the chair. And so I could make a shot from there. It's probably a little easier to go from here, and you're going to be trying to shoot for the 20. So I would make my shot like that.
Hi, I'm the opponent. So I need to make contact with the other person's disc. So again, I can line it up on my quadrant and flick and make contact with the other disc so that my piece can stay in play. Otherwise, it would go into the ditch.
So we'll continue play, and as my opponent just said, you can either make contact directly or indirectly with the opponent's piece. And so if I have one of my own pieces or one of my own discs that are in the way, I can attempt to make contact with my opponent's piece using my own disc. In this situation, since I didn't move the opponent's piece, both of these discs would be removed and placed into the ditch.
If my opponent has no discs on the board, then I'm welcome to shoot for the 20, which is also known as the dookie or the toad. In this case, I actually think I'm going to take a different angle, but I can go anywhere along my quadrant. And obviously did not have a very good shot. However, if I were to score it into the 20, then it's automatically taken out of play and placed onto the side, and it will be used for scoring later. Also to note, especially in this case, that anything that's on the line is considered down. So similar to basketball play, if the ball is on the line, then it's out. Here, if it's on the line, then it gets scored in the lower section. So in this case, it would actually be 5 points. Same up here, if it's on the line, then it goes down to 10. Here it would go down to 5, and anything on the outer rim line would be out into the ditch. And same thing that if you shoot any pieces, they automatically go out, whether or not they bounce back in. If they're out, they're out. No coming back in.
So then I'll take my turn, and we'll say that that was our last disc. So we've played all of our discs. So each team has shot all of their discs, and they're either in the ditch or they're on the board. So we can have a few more on the board. We'll put down there. So we'll go over scoring now at the end of the game. So only one team will end the game with any points. Each team counts their total points, and the team with the higher score total gets the difference between the two, or I just like canceling them out. So these two are both 15 pointers, so those would cancel out. This one's not on the line, so those are both worth 10 points, so those would cancel out. And then you have 5 points here and 15 points here for the black. So black would end this game with 20 points. And the first team to 100 would win. Although I did forget we had a 20, so that's why we have these over here. So my opponent had scored a 20 earlier in the game, so that 20 would also be added on. So now that's 20 plus the 20 that was set aside, so my opponent actually scored 40 points. My mistake. So we played to 100, and that team would win. How we like to play it in the tournament is a little bit different, though. So if you zoom in here, you can see this is our number of games, and we just play that whoever had the most points wins the game. And so black won that one, and so they would get 2 points here, and the first one to 5 would win. In the event that there's a tie, So let's say that the next game we play again and there's a tie. Each team would score one for white and one for black. And we play first 1 to 5.
So when the game is over, everyone can collect their discs and restart play. Whoever shot the last disc in the previous game gets to shoot first. So essentially every game you'll alternate who goes first. Thanks for watching. We're excited for you to come and play with us.